Hey, Ryan here. I figured I'd just do this out of curiosity. I was actually cleaning out the cyclones in both the Dyson and the Hoover over there. And I figured I'd just do a quick video showing the differences of how the two different cyclonic technologies work, how dual cyclonic technology works, and how Dyson's root cyclone, or if you want to put it, or in a more generic sense, multi-cyclonic technology works. These are two different technologies. Well, actually, both the root cyclone and dual cyclone were invented by James Dyson. I think this was invented around 2001, 2002, or was made, entered the market, or was it? Oh, I'm sorry, introduced in 2002. Dual cyclone technology was invented around maybe 1980 something. I think around 84 is when he released it. When Dyson released, Mr. Dyson released the Gleany's Rotork Cyclone and G-Force in Japan. But, so there's a little history between the two. I figured I'd do a quick video because I want to show the differences of how each one works. Just a little, if anybody's curious, of any of the differences. Dual cyclone technology here is what you commonly find on a lot of vacuum cleaners that are made usually today. A lot of them claim to loss suction, and you might use a dual cyclonic cleaning system. It's dual cyclonic filtration. Some try to copy Dyson with a multi-cyclonic filtration system of their own. But these are the two main differences. How root cyclone technology usually works is that usually in the bin you create a outer cyclone. It's a low efficiency outer cyclone, and that swirls around in a bin here, like such as this one, for example. Now you got the cyclone assembly, which includes the shroud, these little holes. Air goes through these little holes, goes up, and as they go up, this is designed so that way the air, and especially in this here, for example, most systems are designed so that way the air has to go through these channels. One of these usually goes through these three channels here, like here, here, and here. And what that does is then the air goes and spins this outer cyclone here. Now I pulled this cyclone out because I'm cleaning this. I'm cleaning the inside too. But this is the outer high efficiency cyclone that is used, like for example in this river wind tunnel. This is an outer cyclone. Separates the large dirt, or separates the small. It's supposed to separate really small dust particles from the air, so that way it helps reduce the amount of dirt that gets on the premotor filters. It also helps maintain suction power. You will find this on a lot of vacuums today. They're bagless. They claim to be cyclonic. Most of them will use a dual cyclonic cleaning system, a dual cyclonic design. There's even some cheapo vacuums. I saw one for around $50-$60 that use a dual cyclonic cleaning system. It's from Kenmore. It's like one of the really cheapo ones. Those are the ones if you're just really on a cheap budget. I really don't see those lasting barely a year or so. Usually, because most of the time they're really cheap. But I've seen a Kenmore vacuum that's around $50-$60. It uses a dual cyclonic cleaning system. Some are a little bit more expensive. You might get some of the better ones like Hoover. Hoover, for example, is to me a pretty good vacuum. The wind tunnel vacs are especially very good for cleaning carpets and everything. They do a pretty good job. And this is an example of design that Hoover made for their dual cyclonic wind tunnel vacuums. You'll see this also. There's even older vacuums at the time, such as Phantom, like the Phantom Thunder, Fury, Lightning, and Cyclone XT. They use dual cyclonic technology, similar to, which is basically modeled off what Dyson designed. The Amway ClearTrack also used dual cyclonic technology. I think they had a previous one called the CMS 1000 that was discontinued. They had the Amway ClearTrack vacuum, which is dual cyclonic. in which you can actually still get, actually. You can still get it through, I think it's CMS remanufactured. I'm not exactly sure. Just if you're looking for it, type in ClearTrack vacuum on Google. You'll find the website. It'll tell you it's a refurbishing site. They sell refurbished ClearTracks, but they also design. Apparently, the company that refurbishes the ClearTracks also makes their own vacuum, makes the Workhorse vacuum. They claim they're actual manufacturers of the Amtrak Workhorse. I'm sorry, not Amtrak Workhorse, just Workhorse vacuum, which is same design as the ClearTrack, maybe some new upgrade parts, whatever, but it is basically the same vacuum. So if you're looking for a dual cyclonic machine, and maybe you don't want to go the cheap route, you can go spend a couple extra $100 and get an Amway refurbished ClearTrack or Workhorse. That's if you prefer that. If you're not preferring Dyson, there is the ClearTrack and the Workhorse. Both are very good dual cyclonic vacuums. Dyson's technology, currently, this is their example of root cyclone technology. This is off of DC33. You'll see a lot of vacuums, a lot of the Dyson vacuums use the same design. Again, similar design. They have an outer cyclone, spins on the bin, of course, and then it goes through the shroud in these little holes, goes up. They got this design according with the top lid as well, and so the air goes through not just one low efficiency cyclone, it goes through 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 7. I know, I can't zoom out. Okay, I'll try to step back a little bit. What this does is, as the air goes through here, it goes through these 7 cyclones. Now these cyclones are much smaller. I don't know if you can see the holes. So you can see there. They're a lot smaller than the dual cyclone design. These cyclones are smaller than this cyclone. Which is pretty cool. That Dyson took a cyclone like this and made it smaller. What that equals is you get more suction power. You get better airflow. That's not really suction power, more like airflow. You get better airflow because it's separating even smaller particles at really much faster speeds than what dual cyclone provides. That allows the dirt to go into the, more of the dust to go into the bin. Less dust gets collected on the filters, and that makes it more efficient. So it still won't lose suction, but this makes it a lot more cleaner. This is a more efficient form of cyclonic filtration than this. And that's, for Dyson, for example, that's kind of expected. They are always improving on their cyclonic technology, and in fact, they got something more advanced than this. Radial root cyclone. I know they had level 3 root cyclone when they introduced DC17, DC22, and 23. They now have radial root cyclone, which I know is available on their DC 40, 41, and 65. Well, also some of their ball canisters have that technology as well, except for 47 that has 2-tier radial cyclone, which is basically kind of the same thing but smaller, and add another stack of cyclones on top. But that's a quick video, just a quick little difference. Just wanted to show how this works, and so I'm just gonna get back to cleaning out cyclones on the Hoover. I already cleaned out the Dyson. I figured I'd clean up the Hoover a little bit, try to make it look like new. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, you have a safe and happy holidays.